YouTube, how we doing? PPS here. Sorry, the thing lagged here. I don't know why it said it wasn't live. Now we are. Very excited for today's slate. Sorry, we had to redo the video because the mirror had the lights in it. Just everything was just kind of off this morning. Got everything ready to go for Pass the Prop. Usually we don't do a Wednesday best bets video just because I do have so many free plays coming out. But we have such a big slate tonight. I thought I should give you guys my favorite college basketball play. But first, we'll recap. Lost a little money on the juice here with Murray blowing out the Rockets. 5-point spread, won by 30. Would have been a nice alternate spread to play. That was the only way this was going to miss. He was at 29 in 24 minutes, so blowouts happen. Bowling Green comes through. I ended up having their first half and full game. Also had the team total. Personally, I did talk about that, mentioned it in the last video. But we had that. I actually kind of had it as a max because I did a 3 unit is my max. I had 2 units on the full game, VIP wise, 1 unit on the first half. So overall, had 3 units on it, which is a max play for me. So very happy with that. Overall, we're sitting at 156 and 111. Last week, we were over 10 wins and 15 plays, 10 and 5 over the last week and the last 7 days. Only one play today, obviously. Make sure you guys tune in to Pass the Prop. We will have that today, this afternoon with, I think it's just me and Monotone today. So I'm very excited for that. But we won't have a guest like we usually or like we've had as of late. But that's fine. I'm very excited for today. I'm very excited to get another winner out for you guys. Another winning slate. I believe that's 3 straight over the last 3 weeks. But without further ado, the reason why you guys are here, we're going back, man. I'm going back to the well. There's really no reason for me not to. Grab this. Sorry, I just got to pull this one thing up for you guys. BMI is, I mean, they're the best, man. They're probably my favorite team to back in the country. I think I've backed them 8 times this year. I am 7-1. The only one you guys know was a play I had on here, them money line, and that guy shot 8 for 8 to start the game from 3. Ended up losing like 99-91 or something like that. Something crazy like that. And they had like a 55-point second half. And that's the ability of these guys here on this roster. I absolutely love this team. They are so good. Like, there's literally nothing else I can say that you guys haven't heard me say like 20 times already, right? I've literally cashed on these guys, I think 2 or 3 times a week since the season has started. And I'll go into a little bit of numbers here. But this is just ridiculous line they're giving us. My first thing I put is why? Why is this line where it is? Furman definitely has a good defense. They rank well. They're just slow, right? That's really what's going to be tough. They're only one. They're like middle of the pack defensively, 180, but they are on the lower end of tempo. And I get that. That is kind of scary, but VMI really makes people play to their tempo, right? VMI actually won this game outright at home, 76-67 in their first matchup. And if we're looking at VMI's last 3 away games, they've been nuts, right? These guys have been scoring at will. We'll go in the last 4, actually. 90 points versus the Citadel on the road. 79 points at Eastern Tennessee on the road. Wofford, 80 on the road. And 91 at Mercer were their last 4 road games. I believe they did lose 2 of those. But I just think they're getting disrespected here just because of the last game that Furman did have. They were 2.5-point dogs to Wofford and beat them by 25. Mind you, they shot 50% from 3, made 15 threes in that game, which is very unlike them this season. 50% from the field, only 9 turnovers. So there really was a perfect game of basketball that the Paladins did play last game. And I think that definitely leads into this. VMI does struggle on the defensive side of the ball, 310 in the country. But that actually should help this possession go faster. I think the 9 points is also just disrespectful on these guys. This would be one of those teasers that I would probably throw in. I'd never do teaser college basketball, but if you're going to give me like 13, 14 points with these guys, I think that is just a no-brainer. They're a top 100 offense, VMI. Stevens had 23 points in their first matchup, and this is why I really like this play. I'll go into a little bit more in depth on this roster, but if I'm going to look at the Paladin side of the ball, they only have one guy who plays over 20 minutes that's 6'7" or bigger. That's Slauson. He averages 15 points a game, but every other guy on their roster that's playing 20 plus minutes is 6'5" or shorter. Stevens is going to manhandle these dudes. He shoots 43% from three. Obviously, I think he's been player of the week like 4 times in the SoCon. I think this is just an unbelievably low line. I think Stevens gets us 25 to 30 tonight. There's really no one else that can stop this guy. Slauson having to do as much as he is on the offensive end, I don't think he's going to be able to keep up with this guy. I was looking at their backups here and into their big guys. They have a Garrett Hine, 5 points a game, only 3 rebounds, 53% from the line, only plays 16 minutes. He is like 6'9", so that might be a matchup. And even their other forward, Alex Williams, is their third forward that's in minutes. He's only 6'6". So, like, there's really no one here to match up with Stevens, who is an absolute monster, can shoot threes, rebounds the ball extremely well, over 9 rebounds a game, 20 points there. I just don't see a guy on this roster matching up with him at all. And this is the wild card. This is the reason why VMI has been so great these last 3 games on the offensive side. So they have a guy named Huff. I believe it's Honor. Honor is his first name, Honor. He has been unbelievable. I've watched the last 3 games because I've had bets on the last 3 games, and I love watching VMI play basketball. Obviously, they have bigger name guys than this guy, and we know that. I've talked about them a ton. Obviously, you have Stevens there. You have Stevens. You have, what's his name? Kerfman. Kerfman is a stud. Shoots unbelievable from 3. So they have bigger name guys. Bonham plays quite a bit. But Huff has been electric since entering the starting lineup. 30-plus minutes in 2 of the last 3 games. He's actually scored 19 on average and 3 assists in the last 3 games. He's getting 30 minutes of run. That is huge because Huff only got 20 minutes of run and only 9 points in their first matchup, and they still scored 76 points. Huff is a difference maker. He is so fast. Listening to their announcers talk about, like, he could run track for this school. He is that fast, very small, so he does struggle when it gets into the paint, but he shoots the ball extremely well. Looking at the Chattanooga game, where VMI, again, we're dogs. 37 minutes, 3 for 6 from 3, 23 points. These guys have just been covering machines. I think they do cover the 9, but I am very much more comfortable with them scoring on Furman here. Like I said, since Huff's entered the lineup and how fast he is, he pushes that pace, allows VMI to play at that rate that they want to play at. And I really like him tonight. I really like VMI tonight. If they gave me like a DFS college, I would probably throw those 2 in it. I think though Stevens and him both blow up tonight. So yeah, that'll be my only play for you guys here. Remember, pass the prop tonight or this afternoon, 1:15 Central Time, 2:15 Eastern. Me and Monotone will be running through the NBA slate, another massive slate for you guys tonight. A lot of free plays. We did have our spaces last night. I went 2-0 in my space plays. So yeah, free plays have been good. VIP is 6 out of 7 winning days. It's just been a very nice run, just consistent, not blowing up my volume like I sometimes do on these bigger slates. So I'm very excited to get after this one tonight. And I think we're going to have a great day. Overall, again, make sure you pop over on YouTube if you haven't yet. Subscribe, put the notification bell on, know when we go live, know when we're going to be there. So you guys can ask your questions on Pass the Prop. Me and Monotone have been trying to do a little bit more spaces so you guys can actually interact with us. It's a little bit easier. So I'm going to be all over that. So hopefully we'll be all good to go today. I'm very excited for tonight's NBA slate and college basketball slate. Should be a fun one. Again, if you guys haven't liked this video, make sure we're putting out more and more content. We're starting to gain some subscribers, starting to gain some viewership, and I'm very happy. You guys are doing it all for us, and I appreciate it. We'll have our giveaway once we hit that 1K mark. So thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. Lock in the VMI key debts tonight, over 71.5 team total, 1.5 units. So thank you guys so much. See you guys in about 2 hours.